What's up, guys? Darth Slagle. I'm gonna get another video to you. It's been a little while. Again, I've been busy. Not really busy with the job or anything like that. Just having some fun outside of this. Wanted to get a video out about the state of Star Wars right now. You know, what's going on and what's about to happen. First, the thing that everybody wants to know about or wants to hear about is Anakin's return. There are some leaks out there that's saying that he's going to return. In what capacity, we don't really know yet. But I would have to say that with, the tweets that happened, where he was at Galaxy's Edge, and then they took it down, they put it back up, and he was actually labeled in one of them as the chosen one. I don't know if that means that he's going to return as the chosen one and close the story out that way. I think that would be great if he did. I think that it's a long shot, but it would be great. I don't know if it means that, them taking it down, then putting it back up. I don't know if they're not wanting him labeled as the chosen one because they don't want to set people up for disappointment. I don't really know. All we can do is hope that, they do the right thing with that. Sidious's return, in a lot of ways, everybody geeked out when that first came out at Celebration. But in reality, I don't know that it's such a good idea. But on the same token, I think that, Rian Johnson pretty much ruined any ability to use Snoke from that point forward. But, it's hard to say. But we'll see what they got. Hopefully it'll be good. I hate it that Rian Johnson ruined that villain in Snoke. I know a lot of people out there, a lot of channels out there, always said that, Snoke was a nobody. He was just a character to move Ben's story forward or Kylo Ren's story forward. And it would appear as though that is true, that he was a tool to move his story forward. But still, for that guy to come into power, there still needed to be some type of explanation on that. Yeah, I just feel like with Snoke that there could have been more usefulness to his story. And I feel like that there's, I have a crazy theory as far as he goes. I've had this for a while. I haven't said anything about it. But, there's a lot of similarities to him visually that I see. I mean, not all the similarities, but there's some similarities with Snoke to the Yuuzhan Vong. Now, I don't know how many of you know who that is. I'm not going to go into all that. But I think if they could have done that, or if that was who he was, I don't know if possibly there was a plan for that at some point for Snoke to actually be the big villain. I really don't know that Sidious was always planned to come back. I do think that they had a plan for the trilogy, so to speak, and it got off course when Rian Johnson came into the picture. But yeah, Snoke is, one of the Yuuzhan Vong. I think that would have been a good story and a great way to bring them in. And it could have given, as far as my next subject goes, it could have given Star Wars a direction to go after the Skywalker saga ends. Because that brings up a big question is, where does Star Wars go after the Skywalker saga ends? Because Star Wars is the Skywalker saga. They've said so that themselves, that it is a story about family. So, where do they go after the Skywalker saga? And that's a big question that I have. Where does this, of course, it's not going to be this story, but where does this franchise go? Not the saga ends. Where does this franchise go after they end this saga? What characters are they going to bring in, or what mystical forces are they going to bring into this? Or is it just going to be Rogue One style, or basically, is it going to be space war movies? I know it's called Star Wars, but Star Wars is actually about more than just wars in space. Star Wars has always been about more than that, which is why it grabbed so many people, not just children, Freddie Prinze. It resonates with a lot of people. People can identify with it because it's about more than just space battles. It's always been bigger than that. So where do they go from here? I'm looking forward to The Mandalorian very much, but on the same token, I'm very much looking forward to The Mandalorian, but I hope that isn't the future of Star Wars. If that's the future of Star Wars, I mean, you can only, do that so much. Yeah, they're going to do an Obi-Wan series, which I'm excited about that. But the thing that has me worried about Star Wars right now is not this trilogy. It's not the sequel trilogy. Everyone already knows the state of the sequel trilogy. And to be realistic about it, everyone knows the state that the sequel trilogy is going to end in. So my concern is, what are they doing with Star Wars after this? Will it still be Star Wars? If you take away the Jedi, the Sith, the light side, the dark side, the Skywalkers, the Kenobis, if you take away all of that and then you start over completely new, is it still Star Wars? I know that everyone had these speculations, or has these speculations, that the writers from Game of Thrones were going to come in and do Old Republic stuff, and it's been confirmed that was going to happen and all that. But was it really confirmed? Has anyone said that? It's just been speculatory. No one really knows that. And even if that was the case, with that being gone and out the window now, do we know that that's the direction they're still going to go with Star Wars? And if they do, you're moving the timeline, but you're still in the same universe, so to speak. So I don't know. And Kevin Feige doing his own Star Wars movie, a lot of people excited about that. I'm really not. What direction does Star Wars go from here? And will it still be Star Wars? And another one is, tell me what you guys think about my Snoke theory that he could have been one of the Yuuzhan Vong, or, something of that nature. Tell me what you think in the comments. Leave a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll try to get some more videos out to you as soon as I can. Took a trip this past weekend to go dirt bike riding with my buddy Shannon. Had fun. Didn't break anything this time. And, having some fun outside of this. Star Wars has kind of been a little stressful here lately. But yeah, guys, be sure to leave a comment, like, dislike, whatever. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.